I'm Chloe Melton.
And I'm Delilah Corral.
And this is Hoofbeat News. We are back after break with another episode of Hoofbeat News.
And to start it out, we will take a look at the Poetry Out Loud competition that happened a week before the break.
FMHS is full of exciting events, including Poetry Out Loud. This year it was held at the library, directed by Ms. Jameson.
So the whole idea behind Poetry Out Loud is to inspire people to get into poetry. So finding a poem that you connect with, that you can perform, that you really take to heart, and bringing that to life. This year, as far as classroom participation, there were quite a few people that participated in the classroom. So I think it was about 35 students that were in the classroom competitions. But then when it came to the actual competition, there were 8 that were narrowed down for the school-wide. And then 1 will go on to state. So that's Caleb Sigling. My favorite part is just seeing what poems people pick, because they're so different and varied, and seeing how they interpret them, and it's just exciting watching people perform, even though it makes me nervous for them, just watching them.
This event is tied to many emotions. Let's see what participants had to say about it.
This is my first year, so I haven't done it before. I liked it. It was fun. I picked good poems that I really like, so when I was saying it and stuff, it was easier for me to remember and recall them better. Picked decently long poems and stuff. The maximum is 25 lines, so I think one of them was exactly 25, and then the second one was like 19 or something. So it was harder to like memorize it in the beginning, trying to like get up the speed, but once you actually start saying it and everything, it's easier to catch yourself and like remember what you're doing in the middle of it. I liked saying it and stuff. I really liked my first poem. I really liked the story behind it and stuff, the meaning, and how at first it just seemed like a normal poem, but like as I was memorizing it more, I was able to really understand like the complex meaning of it. And so like as I was saying it and also as I was memorizing it and everything, it really meant more to me as I worked with it more.
I've done it for 3 years because they didn't have it my freshman year, just because COVID and all that, so I did it every year I could. I felt that I was a lot stronger this year than all the other years. I was a lot more prepared this year. Probably have to be either performing it, because it's very fun performing any type of poetry because you get really into it, and then the second thing would probably be just listening to poetry. I'm really proud of myself because every single year I did it before I was this close to getting a win, but I'm just proud of myself, and it was some really good competition, and I can't believe I won it, but I did.
Poetry Out Loud is full of work. Good job to all participants.
On Wednesday, wrestling had a send-off to state. 2 girls and 5 boys qualified for state wrestling. Be sure to congratulate these wrestlers from making it if you see them.
And next, a word from our sponsors.
This is a Wing Spot. It is located 19592 East 8th Avenue in Fort Morgan. This is their lobby. These are their menus. You could pause them and look through them. They have an Apollo hot sauce, which is the hottest hot sauce on First We Feast. This is a wing place. You should really consider checking them out. They're a very good small business.
Acapulco Bay, a family-owned restaurant with a little bit of everything. Be sure to come check it out Monday through Sunday. Open 8 a.m. till 9 p.m. Thanks to our sponsors for helping make Hoofbeat News possible. Recently, students at FMHS restarted a club that has been inactive for a few years, Fellowship of Christian Students.
Fellowship of Christian Students is a club here at Fort Morgan High School that is dedicated to helping the Christian community understand their faith better.
So Fellowship of Christian Students, as of right now, we're just trying to get together, do some Bible studies together. It's really just a community at FMHS for Christian students to come to and feel comfortable in.
The goal of the club is to represent God in the best way that we possibly can and to form an environment for everybody to be able to join, because we recognize that allowing God into your life is one of the best things that you can do and one of the best choices that you can make. So we just want to make sure that everybody feels very welcome and are open to the experience. So we meet every 2 weeks on Tuesdays during second lunch, so that is at 12 p.m. And we have our Bible studies during those times.
The club meets every first and third Tuesday during second lunch.
So people should join Fellowship of Christian Students because, like I mentioned, it's one of the best things that you can do. It's forming a relationship with God, which helps you in your personal life. It helps you in so many ways. And in the club, we will help you make all these connections that will ultimately work for the betterment of your life.
Really anybody Christian. We have some that are Methodist, Baptist. We have some Catholics as well. Lutheran. Any branch of Christianity, really.
Now that we know a little bit about what the club is like, who are some of the members and who's in charge of the club?
So we have Abby Stream, who is our president, and then Brody Smith, who is our vice president, and then there's me, I am the secretary, and we also have Rachel Siegling as our treasurer. And we have 2 other members that help us vote at board of directors meetings.
Some of our main goals right now are just to provide an environment for Christian students at FMHS. Just really to have a comfortable environment to go to and feel comfortable to praise God in. We've been trying to get the club started since early September, but we started recruiting in early December.
So in Fellowship of Christian Students, we have Bible studies every 2 weeks, and we also have prayers in the mornings on Mondays at 7:45, and we also will be collaborating with a organization in town pretty soon.
If you feel like this club would be an interest of yours and you would like to join, email Abby Stream to find out more information.
To finish up our broadcast, Ivan dove into the behind the scenes of what it takes to be a cast member in the musical.
Some people think being in a musical is just singing and dancing, but there's a lot more behind the scenes.
I feel like the choreo, I feel like a lot of people don't know how long you spend on the choreo. It's really fun, but it's a lot of work. I think definitely how much you can get into it. Like you're just like dancing and hanging out, and it's fun. I don't know. Definitely come see the show. It's gonna be amazing.
Here's what somebody has to say about that.
We all communicate with each other to remember what parts we're supposed to go. We practice our songs over and over. I kind of really enjoy the show because like it's meeting new people. It's scary at first, but like we get through it.
So behind the scenes, it's mostly we rehearse, and rehearsing is like 3 times a week. So Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from like 6:30 or like 7 to like 9:30. Every night, not every night, every like those 3 nights I mentioned. And then we have sub building. That's like every Saturday. That's not mandatory, but it's 15 hours for each cast member, and 4 hours for Pit to just be building a set that we can create. What's it called? I really like that we're all like together, and I don't know. I guess we're all like together like family. It's mostly like family, and like we create a lot of friends and memories. So that's like I guess my favorite part.
There's a lot more things that happen behind the scenes of a musical.
That's all we have for this week, and we'll see you on Monday.